Hotep.
Hotep, cool.
Today's question is, why do I know better, but still do it anyway?
Because information doesn't control behavior, training does. We've all heard the phrase, if you knew better, you do better. But if knowledge alone was enough, then we'd all be living our best lives on it. The problem isn't that you don't know, it's that you're exposed to the same moment repeatedly with no trained response. Now you might be asking, what's a trained response I can use in the moment? I list several of them in the book, but here's one you can use right now. When the moment shows up, don't argue with it and don't submit to it subconsciously. Interrupt it. Pause your body before you convince your mind. That act alone will increase your win percentage dramatically. A bigger issue is that we don't recognize the moment until it's too late, because the moment usually isn't dramatic. It looks ordinary. It feels automatic. A cigarette, a drink, a drug, an hour-long death scroll, porn. We think those are the problem. They're not. Those aren't the habit. The habit is letting the moment pass on autopilot when it calls for conscious choice and preparation. Think about an athlete. They know sooner or later they're going to face their opponent. So they don't wait till game day to figure out how to respond. They train for it. They prepare. The moment inevitably comes, they're ready. Habits and patterns are no different. At this point, we all know they're inevitable opponents. So just like athletes, we should be training and preparing. Our ancestors understood this well. They didn't think chaos showed up as a catastrophe. They knew it showed up in moments. Maintaining Mayat over Isfet, balance over chaos, order over imbalance. Mayat is order, balance, truth in action. It's what happens when the right response shows up in the right moment. Isfet is disorder, confusion, chaos that spreads. Not because someone chose evil or they made the wrong decision, but because chaos went unchecked. So our ancestors didn't wait for the moment to decide what to do. They prepared for it through ritual, breathing, stillness, meditation, not as belief, as training. This is where modern advice fails. Most self-help is empty sugar lump. It tells you to think positive, manifest, but it never trains you for the moment when pressure actually shows up. It doesn't tell you what to do when the urge hits, when emotions spike, when the body moves before the mind catches up. It doesn't train response, it sells belief, and belief collapses without preparation. You don't need another cheerleader, you need a system, a trained response. That's what Mayat really was, not motivation, a system of response installed before the moment arrives. What our ancestors passed down, it wasn't inspiration, it was fire, ancient fire. But fire only works if it's translated into modern moves, trained responses that you can use today. That's why knowing better isn't the issue, training for the moment is. Because if you don't train for it, you'll keep losing the same moment every time, and that's why nothing changes.